Unpopular opinion, I don't think it was an early stoppage. I think Marc Goddard made the right call. He stopped the fight at the right moment. And by the way, I predicted it correctly. Alex Pereira won the title. He beat Jiri Prochazka in a terrific match in round 2. Yeah, so I really predicted that well. I said he's going to clip him with that left hook, and that's exactly what he did. That's how it started. But I think that it is an unpopular opinion. I think most people agree, even analysts and fighters, that it was an early stoppage. But Jiri himself said it wasn't an early stoppage. It was a good call by Marc Goddard. Now, I know people will be saying he's like the samurai. He's a warrior. He's never going to admit to that. He's going to be honorable. He's going to say, yeah, it was a good stoppage. But I think it was. I think it really was a good stoppage because let me tell you this. Next scene, if he didn't stop the fight there, the next scene would have been Alex Pereira in full mount on top, pounding the skull of Jiri into unconsciousness, right? They will be bouncing off the canvas. I didn't see any other way out. You can say all you want, but if he only had 2-3 seconds. No, I think Marc Goddard's job is to protect the fighter, right? If his corner doesn't stop the fight, if the fighter, usually they never give up, right? They will never admit it. His job is to protect the fighter. I mean, he would have just suffered more damage in that case, I think. So, he first clipped him with that left hook, then the right, and then the left was the one that took him down. He hugged his leg, then with the hammer fist and those vicious elbows. People thought he was going to recover from that, but no, those shots were so bad. And he was falling back. He was falling back while on his knees. His eyes rolled on the back of her head. Marc Goddard saw that. He saw enough, stopped it. So, yeah, I think well-deservingly Alex Pereira wins the title. And, yeah, I mean, he's the 9th two-division champion ever to do it. A guy that has 2 kickboxing glory championships. Now he's got 2 titles in the UFC. I mean, there's no limits to his success, really. And what he's doing is awesome. And there's some comments also that he hasn't improved. I think that's not fair to say that either. I think his takedown defense and his work with Glover Teixeira, after that first couple of wins with the work with Glover that he did, I think he improved his grappling. And he showed that with Adesanya as well. He showed his grappling improved much, much more. If you remember, in I think the first or second match, he was taken down and he looked like a fish out of water. When it comes to grappling, but I think he did improve that. Now, of course, he's got a long way to go, and he's still in his prime. I wouldn't say he's old at 36 years of age. So, and as far as the call out, I think it was a beautiful call out. I don't think he expected or anybody expected Adesanya to respond to that and say like, all right, let's go for the title. But given the fact that also the way he called him out, it was just a work of art. Adesanya, by the way, previously said he's not going to fight until 2027. Joking or not joking, he said that, right? And he said, along the lines back in 2020 that Alex Pereira was drunk in a bar watching him, and now he's here. And now he's saying, I want to give him the favor back. Now he's watching me. And I think it's a waste of talent for him not to fight until 2027. Here's your chance. Come fight for the title at light heavyweight. And at the same time, he reminded, not Adesanya, I think he reminded all of us that the score is 3-1. And he also reminded everybody that he didn't leave the middleweight division because of Adesanya. He left middleweight because he didn't want to cut weight anymore. It was already a miracle how he was cutting weight, to be fair. And he just reminded everybody, hey, I'm your daddy, all right? I'm Adesanya's daddy. Come over here if you want to face me. And so, yeah, it's a terrific call out. I think everybody knew and expected, and I think that will be the thing where he will be fighting Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill is the opponent. No matter what he said on that post-fight interview, Jamal Hill is going to be the next opponent. As he relinquished the belt, it's only fair for him. I just want him to be 100% fully recovered as much as possible with such an injury or close to full recovery. We want to see the best version of Jamal Hill to try to get that belt back from Alex Pereira. And I saw Jan Blachowicz also said, that's a cowardly move. You didn't call for a rematch. I don't think so. I think he won fair and square. Just because it was a split decision doesn't mean nothing, really. He lost. You got to get another win. You don't get an immediate rematch just because you had a close fight with the champion. So, yeah. Jan Blachowicz already has a scheduled fight. He already has fighting Rakic. So, he's got to go get over Rakic in January. Then we'll see. I think the winner of that match can fight the winner of, hopefully, Jamal Hill will be able to fight soon, but at the same time, Alex Pereira does deserve a good rest. So yeah, that was a good prediction. Now, the co-main event, I did not predict correctly. I said that Sergei Pavlovich, the Russian destroyer, has a little bit of a reach advantage, which is a fact, and I thought that will be the thing that will bring him the win. However, no, Aspinal is just a different animal. Tom Aspinal was terrific, and he later revealed that he had a back injury, so he pretty much got off the couch, and even though it was a short, not only was it a short notice fight, 12-day short notice, he couldn't even train because of a back injury. So it's just awesome. I think this was the first possible day that he could actually even get in the cage and fight, and he proved to be, if not the best, one of the best heavyweights in the world right now. And the only guy that pretty much that is deserving of a fight with Jon Jones, right? But we'll see what happens next year, how everything will unfold. It is pretty weird that he will be maybe potentially defending the interim title. It is weird, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we all agree now that we would love to see Jon fight Tom Aspinal. If Cyril Gane gets in that picture, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Sergei Spivak already showed that he doesn't deserve to be in the conversation with Jon Jones. Now, even Sergei Pavlovich, as much as he was glorified, he's apparently not in that conversation. Cyril Gane already lost. Tom Aspinal is the dude. So we'll see if Stipe will still fight Jon Jones in 2024. And first of all, he needs to recover from that injury. He still holds the title. He's still the undisputed champ until then. We'll see. Now, the other fight that I talked about in my previous video, before the UFC 295, was Benoit Saint-Denis. He was terrific. He knocked out Matt Frivola, or Cornvala, as DC would have said. So that was awesome. I mean, this guy, as I said, the winner of this match will be a significant factor, and that happens to be Saint-Denis. Benoit Saint-Denis will definitely be a significant factor, and I think he also made a good call out in the likes of Gamrot. He's definitely putting himself up in that conversation in the top 5. He isn't there yet, but he's getting very, very close. He might be just 2 to 3 fights at most away from the title, to be honest. If he continues with this kind of performance, with this kind of looks that he had, I mean, yeah, the sky's the limit for this guy. And he's super young. He's 27 or 28 years of age. That's just awesome. Very happy for him. And I'm also super happy for the before I say that, I will have to say Diego Lopez. I didn't talk about this guy, but man, what a performance. He knocked out Pat Sabatini in the first round. I mean, this guy he could be a future star, honestly, as well. He's very young. He's very talented. He got what it takes, I think. Yeah, he's very, very good. I'd like to see more of him, and he's pretty much undamaged, so I hope to see him fight very soon. And yeah, he's also going to be a pretty good if he continues like that as well, he's going to be a significant factor in the featherweight division. And then, yeah, so Jared Gordon took the win, well-deserving win against Mark Madsen at the early feature prelim. So, yes, after that unfortunate, controversial loss to Paddy the Pimblet, he had a no contest where Bobby Green clashed his head and, yeah, knocked him out, unfortunately, like that. So, yeah, well-deserving win. I like Jared Gordon. I like to see more of him. So I'm happy he took that win. But let me know what you guys think. I know most of you will disagree that it was an early stoppage. Let me know what you think. Maybe some of you agree. I'd love to hear your reasoning as well. About Alex Pereira and Jiri Prochazka, I'm talking about that, and that stoppage by Marc Goddard. I think it was a good stoppage. Yeah, let me know in the comments section. And like the video for the algorithm, and subscribe to Octacage MMA. I'll see you in the next one.